Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Saturday, December the 18th, and welcome to our video commentary. I have a post over at the American Thinker Saturday morning. You can read it at the American Thinker website, or you can see it on my blog or wherever you follow these videos. And the article is about Hispanics and Democrats. You probably have seen over the last couple of months a long series of articles about Democrats and Hispanics. And the thesis is that the Democrats are losing the Hispanic vote. What's interesting about these articles is that they're not written by Republicans. They're being written by Democrats. In many cases, Democrat consultants who are warning the party, hey, you're losing the Hispanic vote. Hey, you don't understand the Hispanic vote. Now, there's always a lot of complicated factors. This didn't just start in the fall of 2021. I have been seeing this happen really for the last few years, and I think we here in Texas saw a lot of elections that went the Republican way that probably should have been better for the Democrats. For example, here in Arlington and in Fort Worth, two cities with very significant Hispanic populations, the Republicans won easily in Fort Worth and in Arlington. Then you had the case of the special election in District 6, which was a disaster for the Democrats. Then you had the special election in San Antonio, where a Hispanic Republican defeated a Hispanic Democrat in a district that was supposed to be 100% Democrat. And if you go down to the border, the situation gets even worse for the Democrats down there. Now, there's two big issues driving this or accelerating this problem. The first one, of course, is the price of gasoline. I mean, gasoline is killing the Hispanic family, just like it's killing everybody else. And the situation on the border, a situation that has become chaotic and very problematic for this administration because nobody's in favor of the kind of chaos that we're watching down on the border. So all of these things have lit up the panic buttons, if you will, on the Democrat side. And what exactly the Democrats are going to do, I don't know. Because the biggest problem that the Democrats have, I think, is that they've gone too far to the left. They've adopted too much socialism into their rhetoric. And when you're talking like a socialist, that's going to turn off a lot of Hispanics, especially Cubans like me or Venezuelans, or people from other parts of Latin America who understand firsthand how socialism has damaged their countries. So there's a real problem here for the Democrats, and of course a great opportunity for the Republicans. And I would keep an eye on Texas, because I think Texas is going to be the real test of what is going to happen next. I believe that the Republicans are going to do very well in Texas with Hispanics, and I think that could be the beginning of something totally different politically in the United States. Now, let me say one more thing. I actually think it's good for Hispanics to get away from voting one way or another. I think Hispanics should be looking at the candidates and listening to the candidates rather than simply voting for a party. So, in a way, what is happening is also not just that the Democrats are losing their lock on the Hispanics, but what I think is also happening is Hispanics are maturing as a political group and beginning to realize that the way you get ahead is not so much by voting for one party or the other, but by listening to the candidates and asking good questions and trying to find the candidate that addresses your issues and addresses your questions better. That's really the way to go. And I'm glad to see that more and more Hispanics are moving in that direction. Thank you for watching. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.